Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have KD 35 with 1,475 rating versus Star STR with 1,279 rating. So it's going to be another high rated DB video, and hopping right in, we will go ahead and we will see 3 ties, 4 ties, and then KD 35 wins the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So they will decide to go first. 41 versus 40, opening hands. We have Anjwich, Goblin Biker, Doug, Fuaros, Bone Party, and Imperm. They have Perulia, Imperm, Ext, Valor, and Ice. Okay, so I mean they have triple hand trap. Perulia on DB rated is a little bit wild, I'm not gonna lie. But okay, they're gonna go ahead and drop the Perulia during the standby phase, and then that's fine. So now they will go main phase, and then activate Bone Party, destroy Anjwich, and then go ahead and special summon out the Dark Blade. Which also, you know, does special summon it in defense mode, but that's fine. So bring that out, activate the effect, and then they go ahead and chain effect Valor, normal summon out Doug, they draw on the Ryzeal Cross, Doug effect, go ahead, search for Grand Breakout, activate Breakout, tributing Doug to bring out Goblin, and then they have Goblin effect to try to destroy, and then they go ahead and imperm that to shut that down, and now link off. Oh, okay, not linking off, okay. They said thinking here, so yeah, they do link off, make an SP, and then pass. Okay, so they don't play Fiendsmith. They might play Fiendsmith actually, and just decided to go for this instead because they have Fuaros, so they can like SP tag itself out. They draw into Desires, and then go main phase, dump Mirror Logic, special out Ext, and then Ext 1, Mirror Logic 2, SP 3, banish, and then they search out Sword. That's fine. And then they're going to go normal ice effect, chain the Fuaros, and then they bring out Node. We draw into Goblin. Activate Pot of Desires to go banish. And then, let's see, what do they draw into? They draw into Droll plus Crossout. Okay, the Crossout's pretty good there. Do they banish triple Imperm? No. Okay, they only banished 2 Imperm. Wait, and they... but they used an Imperm turn 1. Oh my gosh, okay, so they can't cross out the Imperm now. Okay, and then engine-wise, they just banished 1 ice and then the trap. Okay. So now they're gonna go special summon out the sword effect, go ahead, search out ice, and then activate field spell, and then overlay to make duo drive, and then they draw Ash Blossom, activate duo drive effect to go search, chain Imperm on that to shut that down. They chain cross out, but they don't have Imperm in deck. That's crazy. Yep. They said, never mind, no more. Yep. This was to beta hand trap the duo. I mean, I guess, but that's definitely not what they wanted with it. They definitely wanted to cross out the Imperm, obviously, because they just tried doing it. So now they will go send duo drive, special summon out ice. Okay, activate field spell to put back and draw. Then they Ash Blossom that. And then they make Dead Natter, so trying to keep them off less cards. Then Dead Natter will be made. We draw 1 for 1. Which isn't the greatest draw there, right? Since we have Goblin in hand. They're going to go battle phase, attack, and then go set cross out. It's also just not that good because, like, you know, we have to pitch 1 for it. But okay, now end phase, bring back SP Ext, and then draw into the Mace, which is another one of the level 1s. Okay, again, kind of unfortunate. Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate. Maybe if we drew like a hand trap there, the 1 for 1 becomes better. Now we're going to go normal summon out Goblin effect, and then they're going to go Detonator effect, try to pop the Goblin, then chain SP onto Goblin plus Detonator, chain Detonator to then pop the Goblin, which they, I mean, what did they target again with that? They targeted Goblin, right? Targeted Goblin, they chain SP, target Goblin, and Detonator, yeah, so you gotta pop the Goblin, so that way this won't get banished still, and then, yeah, they just go ahead and admit defeat. On to the next game now, we will see the Memento deck go first. Opening hands, we have the Gothic, Doug, Called By, Ghost Ogre, Super Poly. They have Talons, Ext, Sword, Valor, Ash, so they have 2 hand traps here, plus Talons, plus, you know, extenders, and then they're just gonna go set Called By, set Super Poly, and then pass turn. Okay, so we don't try normal summoning out Doug and using the effect or anything like that. We just pass turn, they draw the Fualos, and then they're going to go dump Mirror Logic, special summon out X, and then X effect goes search, grab out Node from the deck to the hand, and then special summon out Sword, Sword effect goes search, that's going to grab out Ice, sure, that's fine, overlay, make the Detonator, Detonator effect, attach, normal Ice, Ice effect, special summon out from deck, and we do have Super Poly here, so we're going to get rid of the Gatic, use the Ice plus the Detonator, and then bring out the Garua. So I wasn't expecting this card. Now Super Poly was pretty good there, and we get to summon this out, which, like, you know, this card will also get to draw us one at some point. So now they're gonna go activate nodes, send the Fuoros to try to special summon back out from the graveyard. We do have Called By. We're just not gonna use it there though, because we can Called By the Detonator at some point, and then that will, like, if they make another Detonator, we can Called By the one in grave, and then that stops the one on field, which is nice. Or you could use this on like a hand trap or something. Duo drive effect to attach, chain ogre, then they're gonna go talents to draw two into Fuaros plus Ash. They attack in the Garua, they take double damage, yeah, and then pass. Just wants no cards on field, so that way they can activate this. Then they draw the Seahorse, which they can't summon because they control something that's not a Memento right now. So they will go standby phase, activate the Fuaros, and then they're thinking if they want to Called By that. Anything I know in hand? Nope. Just a bunch of blanks. So they said that's fine. And then normal summon out Doug effect, chain Veiler, then chain Called By onto the Veiler. Resolve this. Go ahead, search out the Grand Breakout. And then if we activate Grand Breakout, tribute the Garua. Go ahead, special summon out Goblin. They draw into Desires. Yeah, then we get Garua effect to draw one. So that will draw into a Goblin. And then Goblin effect on field. They're going to Ash that because this is going to send up the two Memento cards with different names from the deck to the graveyard. And they do not want them getting access to, I guess like, you know, Fusion Spell. That's a card that you can get access to. What's the other one that you dump here, actually? Because I'm not sure. This is a deck that I wanted to test more, the Memento deck. Just because I was told that it has a good matchup in the Ryzeal. I'm still not sure exactly how, the Memento Goblin Biker deck. I'm not sure how it has the best matchup into this deck. But I don't know, I was told that it does. And I was also told Goblin Biker has a good matchup into this deck, but I also don't see how it does. So it's like something I kind of want to test and see for myself. So now we go ahead, attack. They said I did pass like that. So now we just pass with nothing. They draw another Desires. So obviously they just have to go ahead and activate Desires there and see what they draw into. Draw in the Ash Crossout. Not quite what they needed there. See Bell in their deck, Thrust in their deck, banishing multiple Ice there. So all the Ice are gone, 2 of the X are gone. 1 Sword gone, the Node's gone, so they have 3 in deck. Set Ash Blossom, set Crossout, pass, they draw a Grand Breakout. And then normal summon out Goblin. Did we need to do that? Couldn't we have just activated this one? But okay, normal summon Goblin, Goblin effect, and then they admit defeat. Said, won that with bad hand. I can't believe the Super Poly saved me. I really wasn't expecting it. Debated going into Tornado Dragon first before Dead Natter, but Dead Natter beats Imperm and Nib better. Yeah, that's definitely a safer play. So now going on to the next game now. I mean, I don't think it was bad how they played. Just, I mean, you don't really expect Super Poly, like, in this deck. So, I mean, maybe you should. Maybe it's popular. I don't know. But it's not something that I would expect too much. So I wouldn't, like, discredit them too much for that play. But maybe Super Poly is something that's becoming really popular in this deck and that you should be playing around. Then we have Ghost Ogre, Grand Breakout, Goblin, Bone Party, Fuaros. They have Nib, Crossout, Veilers, Sword, and Ice. So we're going to drop the Fuaros in standby phase. Sure. Usually you drop that in main phase, but they don't want to get hit with talents, I guess. And then they're going to go Crossout on that. So now we have Ogre for the duo. Normal Ice, Ice effect, bring out X. X effect goes search out Node. And then they will go Overlay, make Duo. Duo effect to go search, chain Ghost Ogre, and then special out Sword, Sword effect goes search, grab out X, and then dump the Mirror Logic to special out X, and then overlay into an Abyss Dweller, pass. Okay, so it makes Dweller over Detonator. I mean, Dweller is pretty good against Memento, I think. I mean, it stops like the fusion spell, stops like some of the graveyard effects. I guess it's like fine. We also haven't seen Fiendsmith in their deck, so I assume they're not playing it, so Dwelly doesn't like also hit stuff like that, but they draw Combined Creation there. Then they're going to go activate Bone Party, they chain Dweller, stops the Gatic. So now we're going to go destroy Combined Creation, bring out the Ange Witch, and then Ange Witch effect to go search. They're going to go chain Veiler onto that. And yeah, we could have done this like not during main phase, but I guess it's fine, right? We just eat Veiler because we just chain this. Like, these cards are so good at stopping that. Like, I don't even know if it's correct to Veiler Ange Witch. Like, I don't do that. I stopped doing that completely because they have so many cards that just dodge it. But I guess if they start with Bone Party, then they have one less card that can dodge it, or like 3 less cards that can dodge it, then they only have Grand Breakout. It's just weird. I've been saving my Veiler for Seahorse. Like, when they make Seahorse, like when they summon it, I'm like, oh, on summon, boop, Veiler. And that's what I've been doing. And it's been working. I don't know if it's like correct, but it's been working. That's another reason I want to test this deck so I can hand trap it better. Because it's awkward to hand trap this deck at the beginning. But okay, they're going to go ahead and resolve this, bring out Doug, Ange Witch to go ahead search out Darkblade, and then Doug effect. That will go ahead and grab out the Grand Entrance. The normal Darkblade effect to pop and special summon out Mace, and then Mace effect to go pop, and then add the Memento fusion. Sure. Also, how many summons is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 summons. So can I read the card you added with Goblin Biker? Oh, no, the Grand Entrance. Okay. Yeah, that one's add, and you can also detach a material, add back a Goblin. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, add a Goblin, attach a material. Oh, that's also cool, because you can attach one from either field, so you can attach all the Dweller, too. Okay. That's cool. I like how all the Goblin Biker cards can attach from the opponent's field. Like, that's one of the cool things. Like, that's why people say the deck has a good matchup into Ryzeal. I don't know if that gives you a good matchup, though. It's just, like, a cool bonus effect. So trying to think if I can end the game and play around Nib. Well, hopefully, because they have Nib in hand, and we know that they have Node, so they only have 1 blank. Activate the Grand Entrance, and then... Is that fine? Is that no nothing in hand, right? Yeah, they're just not telling them. So go ahead, search, and then special summon out Goblin from the hand by detaching from Dweller. They said, my bad, you know Node. Okay, and then, yeah, detach from Dweller. Then they go Goblin effect to go ahead and destroy the Acheron and the Ange Witch from the deck. Sure. And then activate Memento Fusion, put back Mace, Ange Witch, and Darkblade. And then bring out the Creation King. This is another thing that the Dweller stops too, is stop them from getting the field spell. Dump the Darkblade, the Seahorse, and then thinking if they want to dump from extra deck, yeah, they dump a Creation King. Then said, can I read the node real quick? Okay. And then link off to make SP. And then summon out the Combined Creation. Okay, so I guess they decided, like, I'm not going to try to go for game, but if my opponent activates Nib, then I have the SP. They said, oh no, I sent the wrong card. Off what? Oh, did they mean they wanted something else engraved for this to be able to special summon back out? But end of main, activate Nib, then chain SP to go ahead, banish, so just tribute Dweller, special summon out, pass over the token. Sure, that's fine. Then bring back out, and then pass turn. They draw into Sword. So they will go main phase, battle phase, attack over SP, main phase 2, special out Node effect, send Nib the special summon back out X from the graveyard. They do have the Combined Creation, that if the opponent activates a card or effect, you can summon a Memento from the hand or grave. So you can summon Ange Witch, and then this can go ahead and search, and then that can grab Mace, and then Mace is able to discard and go take. So we're going to go Combined Creation, special summon back out. And then effect, go ahead, search Mace. Yeah, and this can, during your opponent's main phase, if you control the Combined Creation, you can discard this card, target one face of monster the opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. So we have a steal now at any point. They're thinking if they want to do it here, if they want to wait. And they said, I'll just wait, because if they just make like a dead natter here, like that's fine. We just don't have to do anything to it. So make Light Dragon, and then... They said, does this stop targeting? No, it's non-targeting. Okay, so they go ahead and take it. Then they go special sword effect. And then now we'll go ahead and grab out ice. And then normal ice effect goes special summon out from deck. Said, oh, you never normaled? Yep, node was special summoned. And then they bring out X. And then X go ahead, search out sword. And then overlay, make duo drive. duo drive effect to attach, duo drive effect to go ahead and detach, and then go ahead search out the cross and the plugin. Activate field spell now. Cross effect, go ahead, put back, draw one, and then that draws into a Talons. Wow. Okay. This card's also really good against Memento. Like, there's a lot of game states where you can go, like, Talons take and just, like, out this card. Because this card's, like, a good amount of their interruptions sometimes. And that, like, really helps crack the board. It's not like Memento sets up, like, an unbreakable board. They just set up, like, a good enough board. They said, what? Said, was a nice draw, not gonna lie. So they draw two. Draws into Desires. Ogre. Oh my god. And now activate Desires. Go ahead, banish, and then draw two. Said, you're insane. Draws Valor Belt. Oh my gosh. A draw one into a Ogre Valor Bell in hand. Nice. And we banished one ice off our Desires. Like, that is so good. Oh my gosh. Set plugin. Get this back during end phase. Pass. They draw Sleepy. Activate plugin. They try to special summon back out Dweller. And then attach from the deck the Hole Thruster. Activate Dweller effect. Chain Combined Creation. Chain Ghost Ogre to pop it. I mean, this actually isn't, like, the worst situation ever for Memento, right? It doesn't feel like it. So they pop that, but then they get to bring back out the Combined Creation. Yeah, the Dweller resolves. They go main phase, activate Ange-Witch. Yeah, this doesn't seem like that bad of a position, to be honest. It could be worse. So Ange-Witch effect, try to special summon back out the Mace from the graveyard. They said okay. So pop, special summon out. Then this has the ability to pop and search. So Mace effect, try to pop and then search. They do have field spell. They have Valor. They could have belled that, but they don't. Said I got sacked like 3 times this game. They said as effect is resolving, thinking. Okay, well you can't say as effect is resolving and then Valor, but okay, they're gonna Valor it. I said you have not gonna lie. I should have just nibbed on the Mace so that way they wouldn't have to search. See, I was kind of thinking about that, but I also wanted to see where this player was going with it. But yeah, the Memento Fusion card is pretty good. That was summon 4, I'm pretty sure. No, it was summon 5. I'm almost, like, sure about it. Okay, then, let's see. Where do they go from here? They're gonna go activate the Creation King to out the Mace and the field spell. And then they go Duo to stop that. Said negating as resolving with Cross. Okay, switch to attack. And then activate Sleepy effect. Special summon out. Activate the effect to go fuse. Use itself plus the Creation King. Bring out the Twin Dragon. Twin Dragon effect. Pop to go ahead search out Darkblade. And search out Acheron. And then link off into a Donner. Okay, Donner effect to go ahead and pop the ice. And then this is going to go ahead and detach to protect. That's fine. Said, oh no, I didn't read it. I mean, that's fine, right? This is just game if we just summon Creation King. Literally, like, this doesn't activate. So, you could just summon this out and it can attack all monsters the opponent controls once each. I thought this was the goal. Right? Because, like, it can attack everything while you control no other monsters. So we just wanted to out all of our monsters there to summon that and then just go battle phase and win the game. Oh, never mind. Okay, activate Doug effect. Detach, special summon out. Doug effect goes search. It's going to grab out the Grand Breakout. Okay, and then normal Darkblade effect, attach, try to pop the field spell. And they said, sure, Darkblade effect, pop itself, go ahead, special summon out from deck. And then we're going to go Ange-Witch effect. Okay, just Ange-Witch, because we do have the Acheron graveyard effect that could have special summoned itself out. So we go ahead, search out Seahorse. And then they said, never mind, I'm not going to grab Seahorse, I'm going to grab Goblin. Okay. And then overlay into number 75. Summon out Combined Creation now by shuffling back 5. Yeah, that's fine. Battle phase, but why control no other monsters? Just yeah, like what? Now we can only attack 1. Interesting. You can't use trap. Need another level 4. They said, oh. I mean, it was like okay how they played it. They actually played it like correct on accident, right? Well, they actually should have done and tried popping the Light Dragon. Hopefully they detach to protect because we need to out all that's actually really awkward because we need to out all the materials on this. Otherwise, if we beat over Dweller, then Light Dragon still can just go Hole Thruster or Plasma Hole into Zeus, and then Zeus is a problem. Oh, but we can do this. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, we just crash because Doug got to detach the material, so now Zeus doesn't matter. Yeah, now we just crash and we just keep attacking. Oh, dude, KD35 is the GOAT. KD35 is the GOAT. They go ahead, beat over. Was thinking you could special engrave, not now. Y'all need to quick play with it. I mean, no, they can do it, but it just doesn't do anything now. They yeah, they like KD35 accidentally played that correct there. Well, they didn't even play it correct. The opponent just should have let their monster get popped and kept this, and then that would have been detached. But then I guess they just start by beating over this, and then that would have been better. But this player could have messed up and started by beating over Dweller or something, and then it can change the game completely. But yeah, I guess KD35 probably doesn't know the cards too well yet. But you know, they'll learn them. Let's see. And also, I'm pretty sure I know who this player is, and if so, this player like used to get a lot of tops and like, you know, was a very good player. But well, I don't want to say was a really good player, but they used to get a lot of tops. I don't think they go to tournaments anymore though. But we see that the match took about an hour long, and with all that being said, I will be streaming day 2 of YCS Anaheim on my Twitch, so go ahead and check that out. Link down below at the very top of the description. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.